Hello, today I will read Genesis chapter 27. In 26 we saw that uh, that fight between but not fight that oath between Isaac and Abimelech, but Abimelech was the Philistine king, and they were enemies, but he acted very weird just to persuade him. He was using the emotions of Isaac, and just to make an oath for the future. After that, Esau, who we see that he didn't listen to the family, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it was his decision, but he didn't have that feeling in his heart to know God wish for him. So he married with two girls from the Hittites, the people that should be destroyed. So they were a source of grief to Isaac and Rebekah. They were not with, maybe they were not with God. They were very, not good. Okay, let's read 27. When Isaac was old and his eyes were so weak that he could no longer see, he called for Esau, his older son, and said to him, "My son." "Here I am," he answered. Isaac said, "I am now an old man and don't know the day of my death. Now then, get your weapons, your quiver and bow, and go out to the open country to hunt some wild game for me." Game, wild animals. "Prepare me the kind of tasty food I like and bring it to me to eat, so that I may give you my blessing before I die." He loved Esau more than Isaac, more than Jacob. He was Isaac. And he was the firstborn. Even if they were twins, the first who came out, it was Esau, but maybe he didn't know that he sold his birth right to Jacob for that food. Now Rebekah was listening as Isaac spoke to his son Esau. When Esau left for the open country to hunt game and bring it back, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "Look, I overheard your father say to your brother Esau, 'Bring me some game and prepare me some tasty food to eat.'" Why is it using some game? Game, not some wild animal. Some it's a word here. And prepare me some tasty food to eat, so that I may give you my blessing in the presence of the Lord before I die. Now, my son, listen carefully and do what I tell you. Rebecca loved Jacob more. "Go out to the flock and bring me 2 choice young goats, so I can prepare some tasty food for your father, just the way he likes it. Then take it to your father to eat, so that he may give you his blessing before he dies." Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, "But my brother Esau is a hairy man, and I am a man with smooth skin." It was very, very unusual that Esau, from the birth, he was like hairy, all over. He was hairy, like a hairy ball. He was hairy all over his body, which is so unusual. And maybe he was red hair, orange, reddish. Because it says there it was first to come out was red. His skin or and his whole body was like a hairy garment. I don't know if it was about the skin or about the hair color. What if my father touches me? I would appear to be tricking him and would bring down a curse on myself rather than a blessing. His mother said to him, "My son, let the curse fall on me. Just do what I say. Go and get them for me." So he went and got them and brought them to his mother. And she prepared some tasty food, just the way his father liked it. She knew very well his husband. Then Rebekah took the best clothes of Esau, her older son, which she had in the house, and put them on her younger son Jacob. She also covered his hands and the smooth part of his neck with the goat skins. Whoa! Then she handed to her son Jacob the tasty food and the bread she had made. He went to his father and said, "My father." "Yes, my son," he answered. "Who is it?" Jacob said to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn." Wow, he is lying. "I have done as you told me." Another lie. "Please sit up and eat some of my game, so that you may give me your blessing." Isaac asked his son, "How did you find it so quickly, my son?" "The Lord your God gave me success," he replied. Whoa. Then Isaac said to Jacob, "Come near, so I can touch you, my son, to know whether you really are my son Esau or not." He doubts it a bit. Even if he didn't, he's blind. Jacob went close to his father Isaac, who touched him and said, "The voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau." He did not recognize him. Wow, so he touched him with the goat skin, and he didn't realize if it's goat skin or his son, his hairy son. So we seen that Esau was that hairy. Which is very, very weird. I mean, maybe like your hair to have in all your body. Hairy, for his hands were hairy like those of his brother Esau. So he blessed him. "Are you really my son Esau?" he asked. "I am," he replied. Then he said, "My son, bring me some of your game to eat, so that I may give you my blessing." Oh, interesting. He wanted a good food before the blessing. Jacob brought it to him, and he ate. And she brought some wine, and he drank. The wine is about to change a bit the clearance of his conscience, but I don't know if he drank that much. Then his father Isaac said to him, "Come here, my son, and kiss me." It's another test. So he went to him and kissed him. When Isaac caught the smell of his clothes, he blessed him and said, "Ah, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field." That's why Rebecca took the best clothes of Esau and put them onto Jacob. "Ah, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field that the Lord has blessed. May God give you of heaven's dew." What is that? Dew. "And of earth's richness. An abundance of grain and new wine. May nations serve you, and people bow down to you. Be Lord over your brothers, and may the sons of your mother bow down to you. May those who curse you be cursed, and those who bless you be blessed." After Isaac finished blessing him, and Jacob scarcely left his father's presence, his brother Esau came in from hunting. Whoa! He too prepared, but it's weird. If he wanted to bless Esau, why didn't he use Esau's name in the blessing? And whenever he is in front of you, whoever, the best to be directed to Esau. But yeah, that was God's, even if it's a lie, even if it's that thing, it was God acceptance, because Esau sold his birthright to Esau. I don't know if the other ones knew that, or I don't know. After Isaac finished blessing him and Jacob had scarcely left his father's presence, his brother Esau came in from hunting. He too prepared some tasty food and brought it to his father. Then he said to him, "My father, sit up and eat some of my game, so that you may give me your blessing." His father Isaac asked him, "Who are you?" Maybe he was a bit afraid, or I don't know. "I am your son," he answered, "your firstborn, Esau." Ah, we see now, your firstborn. So maybe they didn't know yet that Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. Isaac trembled violently and said, "Who was it then that hunted game and brought it to me? I ate it just before you came and I blessed him. And indeed, he will be blessed." When Esau heard his father's words, he burst out with a loud and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me too, my father." But he said, "Your brother came deceitfully and took your blessing." Esau said, "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? He has deceived me these 2 times. Now he confessed. He took my birthright and now he's taken my blessing." I don't know if Isaac knew that or just now. Then he asked, "Haven't you reserved any blessing for me?" Isaac answered Esau, "I have made him lord over you, and have made all his relatives his servants, and I have sustained him with grain and new wine. So what can I possibly do for you, my son?" But why he couldn't bless him with the same blessing? Or maybe not the same, because some of things were, yeah. Was this blessing from the Holy Spirit, or how it is very interesting. Abraham, I don't know if he blessed Isaac or not, but Isaac did this. God blessed him, but Abraham, I don't know if he did the same thing. Yeah, it's very very interesting. Not interesting. Nowadays, do we bless our children? We must do that. So what can I possibly do for you, my son? Esau said to his father, "Do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father." Then Esau wept aloud. His father Isaac answered him, "Your dwelling will be away from the earth's richness." Oh, it's not, this verse is not a blessing. Away from the dew of heaven above. Again, you will live by the sword and you will serve your brother. Whoa. But when you grow restless, you will throw his yoke from off your neck. Well, it is that kind of a blessing is not usual for us to make. We don't make that thing, or it's not a thing that people make. I don't know why, or maybe some of them, people bless their children, but Isaac was like a prophet or something, and what he blessed, it will happen exactly. Esau held a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing his father had given him. He said to himself, "The days of mourning for my father are near. Then I will kill my brother Jacob." When Rebekah was told what her older son Esau had said, oh, he was thinking loud, and maybe some of servants he heard. When Rebekah was told what her brother or older son Esau had said, so we see that Rebekah didn't heard directly. She sent for her younger son Jacob and said to him, "Your brother Esau is consoling himself with the thought of killing you. Now then, my son, do what I say. Flee at once to my brother Laban in Haran. Stay with him for a while until your brother's fury subsides. When your brother is no longer angry with you and forgets what you did to him, I'll send word for you to come back from there. Why should I lose both of you in one day? I'll send word for you to come back from there." Wow. Then Rebekah said to Isaac, "I'm disgusted with living because of these Hittite women. If Jacob takes a wife from among the women of this land, from Hittite women like this, my life will not be worth living." So she put Jacob in this thing in front of Isaac, that he to decide. Isaac leaving from there. I don't know why Rebekah didn't say to Isaac that Esau wants to kill his brother. But would Esau listen to his father? I don't know. He was that sad, that upset. Okay, yeah, it was a story. Interesting story that Isaac stole Esau's blessing, but that was because God accepted it, or how let that thing to happen, because Esau sold his birthright to Jacob before. Okay, birthright was very important because you will get more than your brother. Double the part of the things after Isaac would leave. After Isaac will die. May the God bless me and protect me and enlighten me in the next chapter too. And if God wants, you will see me there too. Goodbye. God bless you all.